not your speaker, but again, I get to welcome you guys to the line tonight and introduce you to our speaker who will be joining us here momentarily. As you guys are jumping onto the line, go ahead and drop your name and where you're chiming in from in the chat so that I can welcome you to the call. This evening, we are going to get started just one moment after the top of the hour. So again, go ahead and make sure you have your pens and notepads ready. Go ahead and make sure you have your iPad, whatever it is that you use to take notes, make sure you have it ready and on hand and available, because you're definitely going to want to take some notes. You might have a question or two that you want to write down as well. So go ahead and make sure you're in position and ready to do that. Go ahead and send out any last minute messages to anyone that's going to be joining you on the call. Let them know we are live and ready to get started. So that way they don't miss a moment of the power-packed information that's going to be shared tonight. Let me jump into the chat and see who we have joining us. We have Dr. Rose from Virginia. We have Clella from Fort Worth, Texas, John from Athens, Alabama, Erica from Puerto Rico, Angel from Houston, Rod from the DMV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know we also have people joining on Facebook Live as well as YouTube. I unfortunately cannot see your names right now, but welcome each and every one of you all to the line. Philip from Jacksonville, welcome to the call. Super excited for those of you on the line. Just in case you did not know, stay on the lookout because we do have a super Saturday training that is going to happen this coming Saturday. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled. That announcement is going to be shared a little bit later on. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that because you don't want to miss that announcement. Definitely don't want to miss that training. So we have that coming up. And again, for those of you guys just now joining us, welcome to the call tonight. We are going to get started here in a few short moments. So if you are just now joining us on the line, go ahead and jump into the chat and drop your name and where you're chiming in from so that I can officially welcome you to the call tonight. Don't be shy. I see we have, let's see here. Carla from the DMV, welcome to the line. Keith from NYC, welcome. Kenneth from the DMV, welcome. Laura from South Carolina, welcome. Chris in California, welcome. The DMV is always representing. I love that. Love to see it. All right. Again, my name is Carly Gwynn. I am chiming in tonight from Orlando, Florida. I am not your speaker, but I do have the honor and privilege of welcoming each and every one of you to the line this evening and introducing you to our speaker who's going to be joining us here momentarily. So for those of you guys just now jumping on to the call, definitely don't be shy. Go ahead and jump into the chat and let me know your name and where you're chiming in from so I can welcome you to the line this evening. A little bit of housekeeping. Definitely go ahead and make sure you have the mute feature selected on your phone. We don't want to have any background noise or distractions on the line tonight. So definitely make sure make sure you help me have a crystal clear call tonight by hitting the mute feature on your phone. Also, go ahead and make sure if you're in a position for your camera to be on, we would love to see your faces as I'm seeing many of you guys here on the screen with me tonight. But if you're maybe riding around trying to get home from work or something like that, or you have a lot of background things happening behind you, maybe you're not in a position to get to a quiet place, definitely understand why you still want to be on the line and not miss any information. But go ahead and mute out your camera so that way, again, we don't have any background distractions happening for anybody, okay? Let me jump back in the chat and see who we have joining us. Michael from Arkansas, welcome. John from South America, welcome. Michael, welcome. Brad in Illinois, welcome. Emma from the DMV, there's the DMV again. Welcome to the line tonight. Ignacio in Milwaukee, welcome to the call. Again, we have just another moment before we get started. So definitely go ahead and drop your name and where you're chiming in from in the chat so I can welcome you to the call. Barbie in Arizona, welcome. Frank in Oklahoma, welcome. Take these last moments to go ahead and make sure, again, you send out those last minute text messages. Maybe you're in the Facebook group. Go ahead and tag anyone that's joining you in the Facebook chat so that way they don't miss a moment of this power-packed information. I definitely recommend that you have your journal and pens ready or your iPad, whatever it is that you use to take notes, make sure you have that ready and available because you're definitely going to want to do that. And if you are just now jumping on, go ahead and drop your name and where you're chiming in from in the chat so that we can welcome you to the call. Welcome, Frank. Welcome, Gary. And I see that the time has come for me to step out of the way of greatness. The gentleman I have the honor and privilege of introducing to you tonight, he's a family man and a veteran member of the U.S.
Recording in progress.
He has a successful background in both corporate America, working with Fortune 500 companies in the oil and gas industry, and as an entrepreneur owning 2 of his own companies. He quadrupled his net worth over the last 10 years, working with the leadership of this company. He absolutely loves to give back to the community, and he's done so by coaching the youth basketball for the last 11 years at all levels, all the way up to high school. But what I love most about this gentleman is he is an extremely loyal person, and he puts his whole heart and all the passion that he has into each and every single thing that he does, and all of the people that he's working with and helping. So honored to call him one of my dear friends and business partners. So please help me welcome to the line, Mr. Dale Boudreaux.
Hey, Miss Carly, how you doing tonight? Can you hear me?
I'm doing awesome, sir. Yes, I can hear you. Take it away.
What a wonderful introduction by a wonderful person. I've been knowing Miss Carly for the last 12 years, maybe more. It might be 15 now. I don't know, but all I can tell you is she's a servant leader. She's a champion for women's empowerment. She has a own success for creating her own economy in her household for the last 12 years. Just a wonderful person. And whatever you do not go into competition with her because she will mow you down, but she will do it with love. I appreciate you, Miss Carly. Thank you for that introduction. It's phenomenal. I am excited to be here, everybody on this call, because of what we're going to share tonight. And I love where our company's at. I really do, because you take the people that put this together. You take Mr. Winston Savara, you take Mr. J.C. Rangel, Mr. Pacheco, and our Vice President of Sales, Mr. Sam Bean. You take all of them and put those together, and you got a power pack company that's not going to fail, ever. I mean, these guys do not believe in that. They are nothing but winners. They've been winners in everything they've done, and that's who's leading this company. I'm proud to be a part of this company. And so my name is Dale Boudreaux, and as Miss Carly said, I started out in submarines, and if that don't get you ready for the real world, nothing will, so to speak. So yes, I have thick skin, and yes, I work with Fortune 500 companies. But I'll tell you, the first thing I realized working for a Fortune 500 company is that you better have something going besides that Fortune 500 company, because those people let you go tomorrow and won't even blink twice about it, because you ain't nothing but a financial dot on the screen. That's all you are. Yes, that has provided me great amount of income to raise my family, but at the same time, there's a lot of stress and there's a lot of everything that goes with that. With this company right here, this is the company we're going to talk about tonight, is a company called BYLD. Let me get my slides going here. There we go. Y'all see my slide? Can y'all see my slides? Yes?
Yep, we can see them now.
Okay, fantastic. So, the one thing I love about this company, man, they're going to help you build your mindset, build your business, and build your net worth. And that's just true all across the board. So, the second thing I love about this company, it's a high tickers brokerage company. Now, for me, it's time versus money. So when I'm looking at an opportunity, I have to leverage my time versus the money I'm going to make. And because it's a high ticket brokerage company, they had, high ticket items, man. You don't need to sell that much to make a lot of money. That's what I love about high ticket companies. But man, the one thing that they do in this company is they leverage the resources. You, we call it plug and profit. You put it in the system and you let BYLD do the heavy lifting for you. You don't have to do the heavy lifting. They do it for you. The business model that we have here is second to none because, I was talking about this earlier, man. You can have a traditional business, you can have a brokerage business, and you can have override commission business, or you can have all three. You pick whichever one you want. But the model that we use here is leveraging builds infrastructure to with your resources for high ticket items, and you'll see what I'm talking about here shortly. In other words, you can make a six-figure income without recruiting anybody in this business, and that's what I love about it. And that's the one thing that attracted us to begin with. Why you want to build a business? Well, there's nobody coming to save you. Entrepreneurship, man, it used to be you should have, but now it's a must. I mean, you have to create your own economy in your house. You got to quit worrying about the economy that's outside that's going on right now. If you build in your own economy, you don't have to worry about anybody else's economy, including wherever you live in. And the one thing I love about this company is they started out with one vertical. We now up to four verticals. And in 13 months, we're going to be going international in the next few weeks. So, if that's not moving a company with the leadership that we have, I don't know what is. Look around you right now. I love this stat right here. It says 13.58 billion people is looking up how to start a business because people, I mean, it used to be a want, but man, now it's a need. People want to have that extra money to just actually pay bills. But more importantly, man, they want to start doing things that they wanted to do a long time ago in their life and never got around to it. You saw the beginning of this presentation was a yacht. Well, that's something that I wanted to do. And the leadership of this company, they made that happen. We had a meeting down in Cancun on that yacht, and it was one heck of a meeting, man, is all I can tell you. They had two chefs. I mean, they had music. Yeah, we had a meeting. I can tell you exactly what the meeting was about, but I can tell you one thing, I had a whole lot more fun than the meeting. But that's how we do business, right? How many people are doing DoorDash right now? I mean, I know a lot of people that's doing DoorDash for extra money. Uber, Etsy, Airbnb, Shopify. I mean, these developed out of needs and solving problems. But look how many people are getting involved in this. It's because people look, an extra $500 for people is a lot of money. It's a car note, it's a house note, it's a note you don't have to pay. So people are looking for extra money for all kinds of reasons. But if you're looking to do a business, what are you looking for? How do you look at a business opportunity? I told you what I look for. It's time versus money, and I like a a a a business that has a system that's going to help you achieve what you need to achieve with your resources. And that's what we are building right here. Okay. So if you look at a business opportunity, you're talking about industries with a big target market, low market penetration, essential goods and services like gas, electricity, and water, industries that thrive in good and bad economies. These are some three essentials, man, when you're looking at an opportunity. And right now, I can tell you right now, Build offers all of them. And our flagship is our solar division. And look, if you don't think renewable energy is big, you go look at Texas after all of them power froze. All the energy that increased since that freeze, 90% of it was renewable energy. So solar's kicking right now, and it's going to be kicking for a long time because people are tired of paying electricity bills. But in our system, you use your resources. We have a subject matter expert. They get on the phone with your customer, and then you get to share six to $10,000 worth of profit. I mean, where are you going to go where you sell one thing and earn six to $10,000 of profit? One sale in solar in this company will pay for your business for over. I mean, it's incredible. The other vertical we have is security. Now that's an up and coming vertical, and we have other products that's going to go with this. But I'll tell you one thing: every time you sell a security, it's $500 to $700 in your pocket. Who don't need an extra $500 or $700 in your pocket? We also have rain H2O water filtration systems. I mean, this filtration system right here is second to none. And every time we sell one, we get $1,000 to $2,100 of profit. I mean, that's amazing. And on top of that, we have the Smart Money Club. I tell you, the Smart Money Club is becoming one of the biggest things on this board, and it's residual income. But really, what they do is they teach not only teach you how to make the money, but they teach you how to sustain it, how to scale it, how to diversify it, and how to build legacy. That's what Smart Money Club does. So let's talk about solar for a minute because this is the model of business I want to show y'all. So when you're looking at solar, the size and timing of the opportunity, there's 130 million homes in the United States. 90 million are eligible for solar. That's a big marketplace. Approximately 5 million have gone solar. 85 million homes are eligible and currently have solar. That's a lot of customers. And more people every year is coming on to solar. I think somebody's buying solar every 38 seconds now. It used to be every 45 seconds. So, what solar does, why solar for consumers? Well, first of all, you save up to 50% on energy costs. It's zero money down financing, blackout protection, tax credits received at 30%, immediate increase in home value and clean energy. You want to know what's great about all of that? Our system does this work for you. You plug in your resources, you profit on the back end, and we do the heavy lifting for you. Look, when I was looking at a company, this is exactly what I was looking for because I don't have any time during the week. I'm already working 50, 60 hours. I want to be able to take the resources I have and built over the years of business and plug it into a proven commodity, which is build. And with the leadership that you have in this company, that's a win-win situation. And when you're looking at what do you see here? Well, everybody would say, well, man, I see a whole bunch of houses here that don't have solar. Well, you're right, but I see a whole bunch of customers that not only don't have solar, they don't have security, they don't have water filtration, they don't have their finances right in the house. We got smart money. We can help all these people with every one of those verticals. And oh, by the way, I can tell you right now, in the next 2 months, you can see some new verticals coming to this company. We're not sitting still. And here's an example and some customer testimonies right here. Had a customer in California, $287 a month before solar, $148 a month after. Here's the commission, 6,400. When you use one of our subject matter experts, mentor gets 3,200, mentee gets 3,200. Imagine doing 10 of them deals in 1 month. That's $30,000 a month. I mean, what do you got to do now on your job to make $30,000 a month or even an extra $5,000 a month? Same thing here, customer testimony, customer in Florida, $410 a month before solar, $290 a month after. The commission was $8,200, split $4,100. Hey, look, I'll take a subject matter expert and split that money with him all day long because you know what? He's doing the heavy lifting for me. I don't have to go down there and design it. And how many of y'all's energy is going down? I can tell you right now, nobody. Your energy is going up. I got 1,000 articles that say that in every state in the United States. So what we do when you get solar, you take that line instead of going straight up, it flatlines it at 150 for the next 25 years. All you're gonna do is save money. And on top of that, guess what? The federal government gives you a 30% tax credit that goes to the bottom line of your your income taxes. I mean, it's straight up. And you don't have to believe me. Energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history by Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. Forget America, but this is where my piece of the presentation ends. But I'm so fortunate and feel so just empowered, man, to introduce our next guest because he himself is a military veteran. He's a family man. He's a successful entrepreneur of 25 years, and he didn't make seven figures in one, not two, but three different industries. And when you doing business with people like that, you have to look at what they're doing for other people. Okay. And what he's doing for other people, he's making them all successful. That's all he's doing. He puts his people first. That's why we call him the people's champ. But one thing I love, his goal is to help 10,000 families make $5,000 a month residually. And if that's not big enough, I'm going to tell you what, I've been knowing this man for 15 years and had the privilege of knowing him for 15 years. And I tell you one thing he's taught me how to do. We all know how to fight, but you don't know how to fight for your financial freedom. But I tell you what, he will teach you not only how to fight, but how to get where the rubber meets the road. It's my pleasure to bring in the GOAT, Mr. Sam Bean. You there, sir?
Yes, I am, Dale. I am, man. I tell you, great presentation, and I really appreciate, how you went in there and just lit that thing up. And when I say lit it up, you lit it all the way up. And guys, go ahead and light the chats up. Give them some fire, give them some ones, show them some love, because I want to make sure, guys, that one, presenting is a very tough thing. But two, when you're presenting for people, you have people's money on the line, and you have people's decisions that they're going to make that can impact their families on the line. It takes a lot of moxie, and Dale, as you can see, guys, he's full of moxie. So, with that being said, what I'm going to do here is this. Give me one second here. Make sure back on the right screen. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna pick up where Dale left off, and when you talk about Warren Buffett, guys, again, when you look at a person who's making decisions, not just for himself but for people, I looked at the decisions that he's made. I followed him for years, just like a lot of other third-party mentors that I've never met, but I study him. And when I saw him, put over $10 billion in the industry of clean energy, solar, and things like that, guys, that got me scratching my head, right? And so. Um, I'm here to tell you guys, regardless of what you do with our company, make sure you make some investments and make those investments uh, following people like him, who have actually put people in a position where they never have to worry about money again as long as you live. Now, my goal is to do that from my level, right? And so you got him, macro, got me, micro, and guess what? We're doing it, and like Bill said, when you look at this company, Build is a company that actually brought me out of retirement. And when I say brought me out of retirement, I retired 4 years ago. It will be 4 years in October. And my wife and I, like Dale said, had a measurable level of success, but there were some things that we did not get accomplished, like our goal of helping 10,000 families make $5,000 a month in residual income. Now, when you see, the conversation I'm going to have later on in this presentation, you'll see exactly how I believe that we're going to get that done. Okay, but while we're talking about the company, you got to look at where we're at right now. Home and business security is a big thing. Always have been, always will be, and anytime you go through hard times as a country, recessions and things like that, there's a greater need for it. And you want to make sure you protect your loved ones, not just your valuables, but the people who you care about. Right. And so you want to have a peace of mind, and you want to make sure that everything you have and everybody you have is protected. Like Dale said, they're paying anywhere from $400 to $700 for security. Okay. Then when you look at something that's near and dear to my heart, water. Water is something that's a sensitive spot for me because my mother passed away the day before my 21st birthday because she just did not drink water. She drank everything but water: Kool-Aid, juice, milk, Coke, all of that stuff, and she had a thyroid situation, and no water, your body will react and respond, and it will punish you. And it punished her at a young age of 40 years old. And so my siblings and I, we've been drinking water, again, our whole entire life. And I've been drinking alkaline water for the last, I would say, 17, almost 18 years. Okay. And the company that I'm excited about that brought, water to us is the same company that brought alkaline water to North America over 30 years ago. And that's Rain H2O. Okay. And, when you look at the alkaline hydration water system, guys, again, it's transforming your home with pure alkaline water for drinking, bathing, healthier tomorrow. Benefits of clean alkaline water goes as rich in antioxidants and minerals, hydrates and rejuvenates the body, supports the immune system functions, may reduce illness and diseases, supports digestive health, and neutralizes acidity for healthy drinking water. Now, when you look at, this slide right here, it talks about, well, it really shows you, um, how dependent your body is on water. As you can see, 80% of your body is made up of water. Okay? And when you look at the water that you're getting and consuming, if you're consuming it from the faucet in your home, this is what it's coming through, right? Guys, they may change, the house, the walls on the house from wood to brick, and they do renovations and stuff like that, guys. But when you look at the roofs, they may take a tile roof and then turn around and change it to a clay tile roof, guys. But the things that they don't change the piping, right? And the same pipes that are at Big Mama's house, right? That when you were playing outside with your cousins, then you heated up, got hot, and you ran over to the water faucet, the water hose, you grabbed the water hose and you drink until your heart's content, right? Kids didn't know what was going on. Well, that's the same water hose. Those are the same pipes, right? And there's a lot of things going on in there. And so you are now giving your body and all of those organs in your body that need clean water poison. Okay, let's call it what it is, right? And so it's like a death by a slow drip, if you will. Okay? And so when you look at your body, it's a temple, it's a gift from your creator, and what you do with it and what you put in it is a gift to him. Okay, and so let's make sure we put the best of things in our body. So when it comes to, what our system does to your body, it reverse osmosis, which is the water is purified to the highest quality, adds three of the most important minerals to the human body with calcium, potassium, and magnesium. And then the union of these minerals makes water alkaline and oxygenated. Guys, and when you look at health and wellness, I've been in and around the health and wellness arena for many years. Okay? Since 2003, to be honest. Okay. And even when I sold coffee, I sold healthier coffee, right? But one thing I've learned when I sold all those healthy products is that, when your body is pH balanced, it's hard or next to impossible for disease to reside there. Right. And so when you look at people who drink alkaline water and you people who take care of their bodies and get their bodies the right stuff, guys, it fights, on your behalf. It's a smart your body is very, very smart, very, very intelligent, and you just have to learn how to listen to it. Okay? Less expensive than bottled water, guys. Average family spends between $50 to $100 a month for water. My wife and I, we spend about $100 to $125 a month for water, and that was at the Dollar Tree, right? And so now we actually have the water system in our house, and so I don't run out, don't have to load up 5-gallon drums like I normally would, and go 30 minutes across town, to fill up the water and bring it back, right? It's a one trip commute. We use one bottle and one bottle only. The other eight are still, other seven are still in the garage. Right. And so, again, that helps us out so much because it only costs us pennies on the dollar to actually have it. I mean, it's so abundant that we even give the dog, alkaline water now. Right. So Creed actually gets alkaline water now. Carly, you could be happy about that. Carly's a dog lover. Right. So, but Alka 75, alkaline hydrogen water, guys, $43 to $59 a month when financing. We're talking about less than $2 a day for water at the max. Countertop units, $28 to $49, about $1.50 to $1.60 a day, right, at the max. Okay? Whole house water systems in California and Texas only, guys. And when I say California and Texas only, some states will be, allowed to do that in the future once they get the proper foundation when it comes to, the plumbers in place. But right now, whole house water systems, $80 to $130 a month on average when financed. Okay, so again, it's a lot cheaper to live a lot longer. Now, when you look at the company, high ticket brokerage, guys, again, when you look at what we have and what we're offering right now, like Dale says, we have so many different things, that we offer under our umbrella. And we allow people to come in and sell whatever it is they want to sell. Right? You have people who have full-time jobs, full-time careers, companies and other brokerages of their own, but they get a chance to come in and borrow our business suites of products and services, and they sell whatever they want to sell, right? They refer the people to the system. We do 100% of the work over here on our side when it comes to the sales, and they get 100% of their commissions. That's got to sound like a win-win situation to you. Okay. So when it comes to personal sales, now this is the thing where you now get a chance to do as much or as little as you like to, right? You have no job, have no hours, but every time you do something, the company says we're going to give you 70% of the commission, okay, when that commission is done. If you do it by yourself, now if you have help, right, you're going to split that up. Like Dale said, you have the expert, right, and then you have the referrer, right. Okay, now in this example, that's $7,000, and when you look at that $7,000, if you do the your part, let's just say the three-step process. Step number one, you pick a person's interest, right? Step number two, right? You get their bill. Step number three, right? What you do is you turn it over to the expert. Expert at that point in time will now do a presentation for your customer, right? You don't have to be there, and you can be there, but they're going to go over everything with that customer, from financing to showing them how the panels are going to look on their roof. Are going to answer any questions that they may have. And I'm just telling you, when they come to a buying decision, you saw the results from two of the testimonials that Dale showed you earlier. Okay. So you get half, they get half. Then when you become a person that does both sides of the transaction, right? Like Dr. Arlene, George, who's over in Maryland, she's at a position now where she did her first three with a sales manager, right? Now, every deal that she's doing now for herself and her team, she's actually getting both sides. Okay. And so that's a big thing. Now, once she does five, she can now become a mentor for the company and do more than just her own sales. When you become a mentor, right? Other people want to become a mentor as well. And so if they like your style, they like how you support, they like what they hear about you through the halls of BYLD, guys, they're going to bring you their deals and their solar deals. So when you have four deals in this example, and all four of those people rather bring you three deals each, that's 12 deals. Okay, 12 deals at $3,500 on average, based on the first example. That's $42,000 in a month. All right, let's say that happens every month, guys. That's a $500,000 a year. Okay, let's say if it took you a whole entire year to do that on a part-time basis, that's $42,000 a month. Right? Think about this for a second. You literally did one deal a month, helping some people. That's really, really slow. But you still made $42,000 a month. I mean, a year. You gave yourself a $42,000 annual raise. And guess what? You didn't have to recruit anybody. Now, this is the part that I actually love when it comes to building your brokerage. Guys, there are real estate brokerages out there. There are life insurance brokerages that are out there. You got mortgage brokerages that are out there. You got a lot of different companies that have sales forces that are out there, right? And the person who owns that brokerage, right? They're the founder of the feast. They override 100% of everything that happens there, right? We put you in that position. So if you're not the person who just wants to sell and don't want to recruit, and you do see how leverage will pay you off here, and you can build a sales force, this is, you pay really, really good close attention, because they're going to pay you from the start 20% on all of your frontline members deals, right? And as you continue to grow the sales in your team, not necessarily your team, right? The sales in your team, they're going to unlock more, a bigger percentage for you every time that goes from 20 to 30, from 30 to 35%, from 35 to 40%, from 40 to 45%, as that's at the top of the pay scale, right? And so again, these deals get the humming, right? And all of a sudden you get the rank advancing. And now you actually, at the end of this situation, you now can actually share in company override. So when you look at the whole entire pool of deals that get done, the company says we're going to take 2% or 5%, right, of the commissions, and we're going to put it in a pool. And everybody who's in that pool with you, guys, you're going to get a profit share. You're going to get your share, okay, like a shareholder. This is how you get ownership in the company. One way, one way. I'm gonna show you the other way. But as you continue to enroll people and your people enroll people, guys, you also get to override on every deal that happens in your brokerage all the way down to infinity. And now here's an example for you, because some people are visual. Okay, 10 consultants help one person go solar, one household go solar. Now, four of those individuals are frontline to you. Six of those individuals come beneath the four somewhere. All right, but that's $6,300 in overrides that happened for you. Now, let's say you did one deal, both sides of that deal, and you get the full $7,000 in in that transaction commission wise. Now it's $13,000 that you just earned. Now, guys, you made $13,000 in a month and you did one deal. What happens if that happens every month? All right, that's about 150 grand a year. All right, let's say that you got it half right, it's still 75 grand in a year, right? That you really and truly did on a very part-time basis. So what we're showing you is this, you know, if you can count, you can make some serious money. You can help a lot of people solve a lot of problems that they have in their lives financially right now. You have over 100,000 people lost their job in the first quarter of this year, right? And guess what? Like Dale said, nobody's coming to save you, right? You have kids who are graduating high school right now and getting out of college right now, and no jobs are available because all of the people who have the experience are taking those jobs, right? And so what it puts us in a position to now not just bail them out, but to go out here and create future leaders and brokerage owners, from those individuals. Okay, everybody gets two in this example. It doubles up, and all of a sudden, you go from $13,000 to $20,000 a month, $250,000 a year. Now, what would it take for you to start your own business, guys? Again, it's just about you now saying, instead of me paying 150 to $250,000 for a business brokerage, a solar brokerage, I just want to pay $199. I just want to be able to get everything that's on this screen for $199. And oh, by the way, I want to get paid the same amount, if not more, on every deal that I turn in, as if I actually own a traditional brokerage. All right. Now, when you look at the startup, this is a simple deal here. This is one of those things where I get really excited about because for pennies on a dollar, a person can have a career for $149 and $49 a month to make sure that they have access to all their back offices, all the support that they get, all the elite trainings that they get, everything that they need to actually go out there and build a huge sales career, a lucrative sales career, $149. Okay. But for a little bit more, right? For another $50 more, guys, you put yourself in a position where now 199 puts you in a position where you can be a business broker, right? You now have access to not just everything that we sell, but guys, you actually now can create a residual recurring income, a subscription-based income. Okay. So when you look at some of the things that come with that subscription, some of the things that come with that the membership that we have here, Smart Money Club, like Dale said earlier, guys, we have a lot of things that are here that people are loving right now. As a matter of fact, every Wednesday night, at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, there's a Smart Money call. Okay. And so every night, every Wednesday night, we have someone come on, high level certified that are teaching some from these topics. You also have a back office, if you will, access to a lot of the material and the trainings and education for each and every last one of these things here. Guess that's what else you have here. As we have Web3 coming, that's going to be a part of Smart Money Club. AI coming, which is going to be a part of Smart Money Club, right? DeFi, DePIN, FinTech coming, which is going to be a part of the Smart Money Club, right? So you'll see, like when we talk about, we want you to go out there and be successful financially. We're not just talking about how much money you make by selling stuff or by building a huge sales force. We're talking about you being able to now do something that 97% of the people that's in America haven't found out for centuries: how to actually earn a living, make a living, and then once you retire, regardless of what age you retire at, your money, you don't take a pay cut, right? The money is now not just sustaining, but it's scaling, right? And it's you're able to still be able to diversify after your retirement, and then at some point leave a legacy, for your people. Now, that's the most important thing, and that's the thing that I give credit to the CEO Winston Navarro for, because this is his baby here. Okay. Now, when it comes to the enjoyment side of it, guys, build membership. This is something I love because I love to eat. Okay, so you have 50,000 restaurants that you can get deals at, and here in Houston, I focus on the steakhouses. No secret, steakhouses, seafood restaurants. Right. We have 150,000 retailers that a person can buy clothing, shopping for jewelry, watches, stuff like that. They can go also and get You get discounts for things like entertainment, like bouncy houses, movie theaters, all kind of, really, really nice stuff that you can do with your children, water parks, all that good stuff. Right. Then you have the 850,000 travel providers like, hotels, resorts, and things like that. And so for me, I just want you guys to know that if you are an avid traveler like myself, and you are one day planning on being wealthy, just know this. This is wealth 101, right? Rich people don't pay full price for anything. Okay, they get everything at a discount, or they get it for free. Okay, someone will say, why would they get it for free? They can afford it. Well, they get it for free because when rich people go somewhere, the people who own that place know that they can refer other rich people back. So again, poor people and average everyday people with average income, they end up paying full price because they think it's cool to do so. And it's not. So when it comes to, our travel program, Aventi, guys, Aventi, that's a cool program where you get discounted, like I said, hotels, resorts, but you also get curated trips, where now you can take a trip, anywhere around the world, over 3,000 locations, and it'd be like, set prices, right? Already. These is like it's like you're going, to, the retailers, and now you see a half off table, right? And you go and figure out what you like, what's your size, and then you buy it, right? Now you also get a trip on your anniversary, right? So every year, by being a member, they're going to give you a 4 or 5 star vacation stay, guys. Again, over 3,000 locations out there. I want you guys to get this. These vacations, guys, can range. They can be priced up to $5,000, if not more, right? And your membership is only $99 a month. Oh, and by the way, if you get four, guys, you don't even pay that anymore. And for my people who pay taxes, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. That $99 a month, it shows the IRS that you are in business to make a profit. So when you do that, guys, it helps you write everything off that you were going to write off anyway. So when it comes to that $99 a month support, all the things that you actually need, to become successful, well, that's what we use to fund your subscriptions, right? That's what we use to fund your residual recurring income, right? And so let's just do this. Forget team one, team two. Let's just say 20 people in your business, when it comes to memberships, 20 members gets you $500. 50 members over time gets you 1,000. 110 members get you 2,000. Uh, 230 members get you 4,000. Guys, I know people who were, when I was in network marketing, who had thousands of people on their team, and they didn't make $4,000 a month, right? And so this company allows you to make huge residual recurring income without having all of the people in your company working for pennies on a dollar. And so, again, if you have big goals, big dreams, and you want to build big sales forces, guys, again, the money is actually here for you. Now, wrapping this up, $199, like I said, guys, a lot of you spent that this weekend, this past, on dinner and a movie. And where in, God's green area can you find an opportunity to buy into not just one, but 5, 6, 7, 8 companies at one time, have access to sell anything that they offer, right? We do the work for you. You get paid 100% of the commission, right? That you deserve. Where else can you do that except for here? And I would say I would wait, but I can't. We got a Spanish presentation coming up at the top of the hour, but I don't want you to wait either, right? I want you to get back with the person that invited you. Go ahead and earmark that $200. Put it on your credit card. We'll show you exactly how to get that back. Because one thing I don't want you to do is wake up next week, next month, next year, and 5 years from now with regret. Okay, like Dale said, we made 7 figures and 3 different companies, not one. We didn't get lucky, and we got busy. So we know what we're doing, right? And so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to change some lives. We're going to put people in again. And I said this earlier. We're going to put people in a position where they never have to worry about money again as long as they live. And we want you to be one of them. So again, get back with the person that invited you. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you guys at the top. See you guys at the bank. And because of Venti Travel, we'll see you guys on the beach. Goodbye.
Recording stop.